the danger of giving in to bad influences. However, he rejected the good advice the elders gave him and sought the advice of the young men who had been his childhood companions and who now advised him. 1 Kings 12 verse 8. The text above describes the choice of Rehoboam, Solomon's son, which had serious repercussions for the entire country. After Solomon's death, the leaders of the tribes that made up the country sought out the new king and complained about the heavy yoke they had suffered under Solomon. The leader's request is recorded in verse 4, "Lighten the heavy burden your father imposed on us, and we will serve you willingly." The king of Israel asked for time to respond to the leaders, and in the meantime he went to hear advice. He listened to the advice of the elders, conciliatory words full of wisdom. And he also listened to the advice of his personal friends, young men like himself. The young men suggested that he respond harshly to the leaders of the tribes. Rehoboam did as he was told, and the result was terrible. Psalm 1 contains a recipe for living in abundance, and one of the ingredients is to reject the advice of the wicked. The wicked are reckless and do not consider it important to have a relationship with God. That is why their advice is dark for any servant of the Lord. If you want to be blessed, reject the advice of the wicked. The country once ruled by David and Solomon was divided because its king listened to wicked advice. And the 10 northern tribes formed Israel and appointed Jeroboam as king. This is what 1 Kings 12 verse 28 describes. After receiving some advice, the king made 2 golden calves and said to the people, "O Israel, it is enough for you to go up to Jerusalem." The 2 altars dedicated to the worship of the golden calves, in Dan and Bethel, were the result of advice that Jeroboam received. Before he was anointed king, a prophet of the Lord warned Jeroboam. In 1 Kings 11 verse 38, the Lord told him that it was within his power to live under the care of the God of Israel and thus ensure a blessed dynasty. All he had to do, however, was choose to walk in the ways of the Lord and in his ordinances. Jeroboam had all the conditions to be a blessed leader, but he chose to follow evil counsel. He founded a new religion, the Seventh-day Calf Prayers, a religion to prevent the people from going to Jerusalem, the place of worship of the Lord God and the capital of Judah. Political and economic issues led him to deceive the people with a false religion, like so many religions created throughout the world. You can choose which influences you will yield to. If your heart is truly turned to the Lord, your future is assured. If not, thank you, my God. May peace be with you.